distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to share the opening remarks for the 2022 Annual General Meeting of the Indian Institute of Public Administration. I am very pleased to be here today, but before we commence the proceedings, I would like to take a few moments to remember the year that has passed and the events that unfolded. 2021-22 has been historic for IIPA in more than one ways. On the occasion of its 68th Founders Day celebration, Indian Institute of Public Administration witnessed Dr. Rajendra Prasad International Memorial Lecture on March 29, 2022. Honorable Vice President of India and President IIPA, Sri M. Venkaiah Naidu was the chief guest and first keynote speaker of the event. A book, Sardar Patel, Builder of Aspirational India, edited by me and Dr. Sakit Bihari, was also released during the event. 21-22 has been historic for IIPA in many ways, including IIPA got a chance to welcome Honorable Vice President of India and President of IIPA, Sri Jagdeep Dhankarji, on 7th September 2022. He is the 14th Vice President of India and Chairman of Rajya Sabha. A renowned lawyer and former West Bengal Governor, Sri Dhankarji was administered the oath of office by the respected President, Srimati Draupadi Murmu. He also held office as the Union Minister for Parliamentary Affairs under the Sri Chandrasekhar Ministry in 1990. A step towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, IIPA organized a national convention on Atmanirbhar Bharat. A series of memorial lectures were also organized from December 28-29, 2021. The objective of this convention was to provide better insight on the role played by various stakeholders in making India Atmanirbhar. Over 50 papers were presented in the 5 technical sessions. We intend to publish the content also. Capacity building initiative towards Mission Karmayogi. IIP organized a workshop on National Program for Civil Services Capacity Building, Mission Karmayogi, on August 26, 2021, in collaboration with the Capacity Building Commission of India. The faculty of IIPA conducted the first ever fracking framework of role and activities and competency for all teaching and non-teaching staff of IIPA, and the report has been uploaded on our website for transparency. Webinar series with regional and local branches is another highlight. IIPA started webinar series with regional and local branches from January 2021 during Corona period on the topics of current relevance and flagship schemes of Government of India, such as National Heritage City Development Augmentation Yojana, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation of Urban Transformation Amrut, Atal Pension Yojana, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, National Monetization Pipeline, New Education Policy 2020, and many other subjects were also covered. Advanced Professional Program in Public Administration. The 47th IIPA commenced on 1st July 2021, which was inaugurated online by Honorable Minister. Honorable Union Minister of DOPT, Dr. Jitendra Singh, not only inaugurated it, but laid the objective how we should train the civil servants. The 47th IIPA program is the first IIPA program which witnessed a special lecture by 3 service chiefs of Indian Defence Forces. Chief of Army Staff, General Manoj Mukund Narwane, PBSM, AVSM, SMN, BSM, ADC gave a special lecture. Chief of Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary, PBSM, AVSM, BM and ADC spoke to our 47th IIPA participants. And Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral R. Hari Kumar, PBSM, AVSM, VSM and ADC spoke to our 47th IIPA participants and highlighted the role being played by our defence forces. The highlight of this year can be said to be the special guest lecture of Mr. Shiv Khera on winners don't do different things, they do things differently. This was organized during this year and it was very much appreciated by the participants. The core activities of IIPA can be summed up as follows. Training in capacity building, offline, online, hybrid and blended approach was taken up by IIPA. The action research and operational research were highlight of the year under report. Evaluating local and important programs of national government was the hallmark, and that need to be highlighted. Knowledge creation and publication dissemination, exchange and collaboration with other institutions was another hallmark of IIPA in the year under report. Let me highlight the academic activities at IIPA. In 2021, IIPA took a special initiative for capacity building program, including study visit program, and it became more diverse and wide ranging in coverage. The capacity development program also included applied research work, especially in problematic areas of governance. This engaged our faculty and officers alike at a reasonable pressured space, and we achieved a lot in the year under report. In the year 2021, IIPA conducted 102 offline and online training programs for Indian officials as well as foreign government officers under ITEC and trained around 12,303 officers. The institute actively participated in capacity building of civil servants across Pan-India. IIPA organized a large number of training programs which broadly fall into the following categories: long-term, sponsored category and fee-based programs. The 47th IIPA Management Development Program sponsored by Judicial Training and Research Institute, Lucknow for Judicial Officers of Government of Uttar Pradesh. Mid-career training program for Indian Revenue Service officers belonging to custom and indirect taxes. Cyber security, blockchain and artificial intelligence program to Pan-India judges, law enforcement agencies of Ministry of Home Affairs and other stakeholders. In capacity building program, the institute got into the government's flagship schemes also. The blended capacity building program for stakeholders of River Ganga under Namami Gange, Mission Karmayogi National Program for Civil Services Capacity Building. The awareness program for members of Panchayat Raj institutions, PRIs, and common service centers on consumer protection was also organized in a virtual mode. IIPA went beyond its call of duty. We also organized a training program for Ladakh administration on General Financial Rules 2017 and public procurement process. The General Administration Department, Administration of Union Territory of Ladakh, Civil Secretariat, Ladakh and Kargil participated, and this was hugely successful program run by IIPA. We also ventured into the programs for training officers of central public sector undertakings. We organized a very special training program on gender sensitization and women empowerment for these CPSC executives. Online Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation or ITEC program of Ministry of External Affairs was also hugely popular. The data analytics and artificial intelligence for Indian Revenue Service officers of custom and indirect taxes and NACIN officers was also organized by IIPA. The courses on administration and governance issues for IDES officers sponsored by National Institute of Defence State Management NIDM was also very popular among the participants. The training program for newly appointed AGMs of Food Corporation of India sponsored by FCI was also very well received. We also organized online training program on data analytics for beginners under ITEC and other such programs as desired by Ministry of External Affairs. Our online webinars organized in consultation with our regional and local branches was fairly popular. We conducted several skill development programs, seminars and workshops in the year under report. As I discussed earlier, 12,303 officers including foreign trainees attended our training programs, and the institute earned about 5 crore 4 lakhs amount out of this training activity. In addition to above training programs, IIPA organized various online and offline webinars and memorial lectures during the period under report. Webinar on capacity building program for master trainers of STPRIs was hugely popular, which was done in association with NTRI. Webinar on case study method for teaching and decision making, webinar on AUKUS deal and quad narratives, webinar on ULVs under Namami Gange was also very well received. IIPA organized a webinar on American withdrawal from Afghanistan. the quandary of the twilight zone. This was very much appreciated. Webinar for municipal engineers from Madhya Pradesh was also organized very successfully. We conducted a series of seminar and conferences and lectures and webinar during 21-22. Webinar on ULVs under Namami Gange, webinar on participatory planning, implementation and monitoring of Har Ghar Jal Yojana, and online conference on safety of women was very well received. IIP's Applied Research Wing gained a qualitative upswing with the specific governance areas of concern. Our evaluation of impact of Mission Shakti in women empowerment in Kalahandi, Balangir and Koraput district, KVK district in Orissa was sponsored by National Commission for Women, and we could submit a good report to the government, including to Government of Orissa. I would like to appreciate the cooperation given by Government of Orissa for this project. Comparative analysis of attrition and suicide cases in CAPF and corrective measures under Bureau of Public Research and Development. We also conducted third-party evaluation of developing specialist investigation DSI under Ministry of Home Affairs VP R&D. The socio-economic impact assessment of SAP in India gave us an opportunity to assess the high-tech and consultancy firms that are making impact worldwide. The IIP's Applied Research Wing also gained quality upswing in issues like impact of Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016, in consumer protection and redressal of housing complaints in NCR region under Center of Consumer Studies. The third-party evaluation of projects and schemes for safety of women being undertaken by Ministry of Home Affairs under the Nirvaya Fund was also completed by IIPA. NBCF-DC inspection of beneficiaries and evaluation of impact of a scheme of the same institution in Rajasthan under National Backward Class Finance and Development Corporation was also completed by IIPA team. I would like to discuss about IIPA's finances. During the year 21-22, the institute's income was Rs 37.94 crores as against the expenditure of Rs 37.96 crores. Out of the total income of 37.94 crore, the institute has received grant in aid, salary, general and capital of Rs 28.37 crore from DOPT, Government of India. The institute also received a grant in aid capital of Rs 8.91 crore from Government of India for various activities of capital nature, against which we have been able to spend the entire amount of 891.50 lakhs in the same financial year. The main items of expenditure were in ICT activities, library, world-class infrastructure, development works and renovation works, including drainage work. The highlight of IIPA's library. On knowledge dissemination front, the operationalization of digital repository of IIPA library and giving access to huge resources of IIPA library to our trainees, even from remote location, was highlight of this year. During the year 21-22, 540 books, 204 bound volumes of periodicals were added to our huge library. 300 books were purchased, 240 were received as gratis. Around 82 documents were added to the public document section. As on 31st March 2022, the library had over 2.29 lakh of books, including bound journals. The library received 237 periodicals, including 17 newspapers during the year under report. The online access to over 21 journals, including HBR, Harvard Business Review, Economist, Time, Economic and Political Weekly, and other things were made available to our trainees. Besides this, the library continued to subscribe many journals online. In fact, 400 journals and 300 periodicals, including their full text, are available in our database, in addition to 25,000 dissertations. The computerized library database has over 1.37 lakh records relating to books and reports, including 1.26 record relating to periodical and articles. All these online journals and database can be accessed 24/7 across the globe through remote text. IIP is famous for its own publication. The 4 editions of Indian Journal of Public Administration, 4 editions of DPA, 4 editions of Nagar Lok, 2 editions of Lok Prashasan, Hindi version, 4 editions of IIPA Digest, English Annual Report, Hindi Annual Report are major publications of IIPA during the year under report. IIPA organized 2 Lit Fest during the year. Inaugural book review event of book Political Thought in Indic Civilization, edited by Himanshu Rai, was discussed in our Lit Fest on November 26, 2021. The second book review event of book Fiscal Decentralization in India, Outcome Mapping of State Finance Commission, authored by our own Professor Dr. V.N. Alok, was discussed on December 20, 2021. A book discussion event on About America Beyond the Oregon Trail, edited by Dr. Manan Devedi of IIPA and Dr. Raghuvan Sinha, was also held in IIPA. Promotion through social media was a new strategy of IIPA to be present in digital world. IIPA promotes its activities, training programs, events and publications through the use of social media like Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn and others. This year, the Institute's main support base and client base increased for academic activities. We got support from central government, state government and other institutes of eminence. We are grateful to Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, DRPG, Dr. Ambedkar Chair, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and obviously Department of Personnel and Training. I would like to place it on record the support given by Ministry of Urban Affairs, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Environment and Forest and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Our words of gratitude are due to many more, but I would like to place it on record our gratitude to DOPT and other ministries at the center and state level who have helped IIPA in conducting training, research, workshops, seminar and many other activities that IIPA could manage to do because of continuous effort and continuous support from these ministries of Government of India and state government. This added us to add to our wisdom to improve the quality of public services by upgrading their knowledge base. I would like to place on record our gratitude and appreciation for the constant support and guidance provided by Honorable Vice President of India and President of IIPA, Honorable Chairman IIPA and the members of Executive Council. It's my duty to thank all those who helped us, thank all the office bearers of regional and local branches of IIPA, members of esteemed faculty, officers and staff of the IIPA for their sincere effort in the overall development of IIPA. We are grateful to all those within and outside IIPA who have assisted us and contributed to the success of our activities and efforts made during 2021 and look forward to the more of the same. Jai Hind.